I'm Chelsea Blank, the Natural Areas Conservation Planner for Marion Soil and Water Conservation District. If you're watching this video, you might have purchased some bare root plants from our native plant sale, so congratulations and thank you. This video is to help you figure out what to do with your bare root plants if you're not able to get them in the ground immediately after you purchase them. With bare roots, we encourage folks to plant them as soon as possible after purchase to prevent damage from heat, wind, dryness. So if you're not able to get them in the ground, heeling in is a great alternative for protecting them until you are able to plant them. Okay, so here you can see that we have dug our trench for heeling in. One side is really like a steep bank and the other side is kind of sloping into it, so it creates a V from, if you're looking at it from the side angle. And so I've saved the soil on either side to fill it back in with. Now you just lay your bare root plants straight into this trench like this, and you want to just make sure that when you fill it in with the soil, the roots are completely covered. You don't want it to be packed too tight, but just enough so that the roots are completely covered with soil and that they're moist. So normally we would give it a little bit of water right after, but it's raining today, so they're getting plenty of water as it is. And before you dig, always make sure to call 811 to make sure you're not going to hit any gas lines or septic lines or water lines. So you want to do your due diligence before digging anywhere, always. And you always want to make sure that you soak your roots for an hour before planting them or heeling them into the ground. Okay, so you might need to prune some of the roots on your bare root before you heel it in or plant it. A lot of times when you get bare roots from a native plant sale, they can be really long, really wide, and just unruly. So you might want to trim a little bit of the excess kind of smaller spindly roots that are hanging off of it, but be careful not to trim too much because that can kill the plant. And also don't cut the big main root that's coming off of it. So leave a healthy amount that it'll still be able to support the plant, but you can also clean it up before you heel it in or plant it. Okay, so we have finished putting our red osier dogwood bare roots into our trench to heel them in for the winter. So if you're going to heel them in the spring, they will last like this in their trench for up to a month. If you're going to do it in the fall or winter like we are, they can last all winter through their dormancy period, but as long as you make sure they don't start to bud out. If they start to bud out, you need to plant them as soon as possible. Otherwise, this is a great way to protect your bare roots through the winter until you're ready to plant them.